ولا يؤدي حقه المجتهدون الذي ليس لصفته حد محدود ولا نعت موجود ولا أجل ممدود فطر الخلائق بقدرته ونشر الرياح برحمته ووتد بالصخور ميدان أرضه والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذين يصلون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويخشون ربهم ويخافون سوء الحساب صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه.
Continuing our discussion on Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq and explanation of the paragraph in which Imam is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fix and rectify the relationship with other people from worst to best. Keep this always in mind. From worst to best. So what he has asked in this paragraph is وَأَبْدِلْنِي مِنْ بِغْضَةِ أَهْلِ شَنَآنِ الْمُحَبَّةِ, the people of hatred. Oh Allah, change their hatred, intense hatred, to love towards me. وَمِنْ حَسَدِ أَهْلِ الْبَغِي الْمَوَدَّةِ, and the people of jealousy, the people who are always jealous with me, change their jealousy towards me with compassion. وَمِنْ ظِلَّةِ أَهْلِ الصَّلَاحِ الثِّقَةِ, and good people, if they have any kind of misunderstanding about me, oh Allah, change that misunderstanding to trust. See, worst to best. وَمِنْ عَدَاوَةِ الْأَدْنِينَ, this was the sentence that we discussed last week. وَمِنْ عَدَاوَةِ الْأَدْنِينَ, and some people who are always, they are in their akhlaq and their manners, they are in very low level. And such people have their nature is like this, that they are against me. So turn their adawa, their enmity towards me with wilaya. Best love. Wilaya is the highest level of love and compassion. This is what we discussed last week. Now the next sentence, see, worst to the best. So all Imam is referring to various kind of relationship, various kind of situations when we encounter other people and deal with other people. So this is one. وَمِنْ عُقُوقِ ذَوِي الْأَرْحَامِ الْمَبَرَّةِ. This is today's discussion. وَمِنْ عُقُوقِ ذَوِي الْأَرْحَامِ الْمَوَدَّةِ, and from disconnection of my relatives to the best relationship. This is a very important topic and worth discussing in several, sermons. But I have decided to take just one sermon, one Friday for one topic, so we can go quickly because there are so many more things Imam is discussing in this dua. The hardest relationship that you have, sweetest and hardest both. Sweetest because they are your relatives, they are the closest people to you. Your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your uncles, right, aunts, those who are related to you through raham. Salatul raham is wajib, and qat'i raham is haram, and one of major sins that you break your ties with your relatives, no matter what. But remember, since the closer you are with somebody, the more chances of conflict are there with that person because of the closeness. If you're not close with someone, you don't have chances of conflict with him, disagreement with him. Disagreement comes when you are close to somebody. The closest person, the more conflict, more disagreement. So this is very natural. So since relatives are very close to you, closer than other people, even closer than your friends, your neighbors, or other people, other community members, they are close to you because of blood relationship, right? So there are chances that in many places you disagree and some conflict might occur, and something that you don't like might you see from them. How to deal with this situation? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has emphasized very much on Salatul Rahim. Salatul Rahim means to keep good relationship with your kith and kin, with your relatives. Good relationship. You might say, but they are not good with me, what should I do? Yes, still, this is the challenge, because they are close to you. So there are chances of disagreement. You try to have good manners with them, good akhlaq, good dealing. Ignore their mistakes, ignore their faults. Do your best to keep the relationship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, in many places, Quran speaks about this. But I give you as a homework, because we don't have much time in this short speech here in this sermon, to talk about such wide topics and sermons that should take at least 10 long speeches of 1 hour. 10 hours is not enough to speak about Salatul Rahim, about the importance of keeping your relationship with your relatives good, and don't let it break. Breaking is haram and major sin, and you have no excuse. You cannot say, I did not break my relationship with them, they did. What I should do? I do salam and they don't give me the answer. What I do now? Still you keep doing salam. You're not salam. And nowadays it's very easy to do salam. You don't have to come in front of them and say salam. Just one text message. One text message, Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, on the day of Eid. How are you doing? If you hear about them, Allah forbid, somebody is sick, say, I'm praying for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you shifa and long life. Such short text messages. Can you do that? Yes, of course you can do it. So use the social media in good things, right? Instead of always using it just negatively. Use in good purpose, for good purpose. Now, see, Quran is emphasizing on relationship, and the closest relationship is parents and children relationship. This is the closest one. Even closer than this is the relationship between husband and wife. It is even closer than the relationship with your parents, with your siblings, although it is not blood relationship, but it is the closest one. That's why when we talk about Salatul Rahim, although apparently husband-wife relationship is not included in Salatul Rahim, but it is included. It is not See, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used the word raham. Raham means womb. And according to one riwayah, we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran, in Surah An-Nisa in first ayah, الَّذِينَ تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ. Allah has mentioned arham, relatives, after His name immediately. Just like the parents, Allah ta'budu illa iyyah wa bil walidayni ihsana, the same about arham. Arham is the plural of raham. Raham means womb. So a relationship that you have, which is called arham, why with the reference of womb? Why with the reference of raham? So one riwayah says because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this name raham from rahmah, from His own best name that He likes the most. So that the relationship also should stand on the grounds of rahmat and mercy, which we lack in our relationship with relatives, kith and kin. Why? Because nothing but dunya, material things. You check your relationship with anyone who is related to you, blood relationship, and you don't have good relationship with them, or because the in-laws, right, you don't have good relationship with them, all based on what? Material issues. So Allah made it raham. Keep the rahmah, keep the mercy among yourself. This is the relationship, this is the glue that connecting you with each other is raham. And subhanallah, see, when Allah says raham, arham, as I said, that husband and wife, do they have any connection of raham? Womb connection? They don't have womb connection apparently, but they do. How? Through their children. Through their children. Any relationship you imagine, you cannot imagine it without raham, without womb. Any. Your father, even your relationship with your father. You don't have direct relationship with your father. It is through your mother. Mother is originally the center of any relationship. Mother is the center of relationship that you have to anyone, even your father, your uncles, anyone, your siblings, through raham, through mother. So anyway, so this is very important. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned that in many places. And I will give you the example of only one ayat, which is so beautiful, and of course I will not have, I'm not gonna go into details because of the time. وَالَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is praising in Surah Ra'd, ayah number 20, praising some good people and calling them what? In Surah Ra'd, ayah 20, calling them ulul albab, the people who have true and pure intellect without any influence, an intellect which has no influence, natural ability of thinking and reflection, that intellect and intelligence that you have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you have it, you are among ulul albab. And Quran in many places says that the ayat of Allah, Allah's signs, are not for everyone. It is only for ulul albab. Only the people who use their natural intellect, natural reasoning without influence from anyone, they reflect in Allah, in signs of Allah, and they will benefit from looking to this world and reaching to their Lord through reflection on his creation. Only with aql, ulul albab, true aql. Who are ulul albab? Now Allah says, الَّذِينَ الَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ. These people, ulul albab, the intellectual people, the smart people are who they are. They are the people who connect what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered to connect. يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ. What is that? Is the relationship with your relatives. Allah ordered to keep it. Don't say, he is not good with you. Let him be not good with you. You have to keep just your relationship at least to salam and dua. Even if he is not receiving your salam, see, subhanallah, there are riwayat about it. If he is not receiving your salam, he is not giving you answer to your salam, do dua for him. Now you cannot say he is not receiving my dua, because you are doing dua on his back. Instead of doing ghibat on his back, you're doing dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he is not listening, Allah is listening. And this is what Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam had said to somebody when he complained. He said, Mola, I want to keep my relationship, but what I can do? My relatives, they don't want to keep it. They are breaking the ties. Imam said, let them break it, you don't break. Because if you break, then what will happen? You know what? Now only your relative has broken his ties with you. If you also break, then Allah is going to break his relationship with both of you. Allah, his rububiyyah, he will cut his rububiyyah, he will cut his mercy, he will cut everything he's giving you in this world and hereafter if you cut your ties with your relatives. So you don't do it. Let them do it. It is their response. But from your side, at least dua, good behavior, and sadaqah. The best sadaqah, best charity is the one that you give it to your relatives without telling them that this is a charity or this is sadaqah. Tell them this is a gift. So the best sadaqah or anything that you spend in the way of Allah, the best place where you can spend is to spend on your deserving relatives. This is the best thing you can do. And at least ask about them, how are they doing, and salam, dua, ziyarah, and good behavior with them, good akhlaq with them, supporting them when they want, and if they have among them, if there is any conflict among themselves, and you can reconcile between them, this is the best thing also you can do. One of the best ibadat that you make peace among regular people, mu'mineen, but especially among your own relatives. So this is what Quran says. Ulul albab are the people who connect what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered to connect. وَيَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ, and they fear Allah, and وَيَخَافُونَ سُوءَ الْحِسَابِ, and they fear the accounting of the Day of Judgment. And then Allah says that in the same next ayah, in ayat number 22, وَالَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ. So who are these people? The people of aql. Then Allah says, وَيَدْرَؤُونَ بِالْحَسَنَةِ السَّيِّئَةِ. See, connecting. And this is the answer for this question, that what I can do when they are not good with me. In the next ayat number 21, what Allah says, وَيَدْرَؤُونَ بِالْحَسَنَةِ السَّيِّئَةِ. Yeah, it is possible that there should be some issues among yourselves and you are innocent, the other person is wrong, but what you do, يدرؤون بالحسنة السيئة. These people are the people, the intellectual people, good people, are the people who repel bad with goodness. سيئة بالحسنة. If they are bad, you need to be good. This is what Quran is saying. So read this ayat from Surah Al-Ra'd, inshallah. I could not explain the whole thing, but still you can go and read them. You will enjoy really. And you will see that how you can resolve so many issues and conflicts in your society overall, in your community, and especially in the circle of your relatives, inshallah. Al-aqrab fal-aqrab. And of course your parents, your brothers, your sisters, uncles, cousins, each has level, but with all of them, not after, with them is the relationship with in-laws. It needs more explanation, inshallah, some other day. In-laws is not after, is with. Subhanallah. Even in mirath, wife is not after, is with. With. She has a share, but with, not after. All other people have after, first, second, third, 3 categories. But in all categories, wife and husband go together. So they are with them. So there are 2 types of relationship. One hasab, one nasab. Hasab is your relationship, blood relationship. And nasab, relationship which is called in-laws, with law, with, ankahtu, zawwajtu. So this word, it gives you a strong relationship, and you have to take care of it, and has a lot of things to do. And in the end, Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ عُقْبَى الدَّارِ. These are the people that really are successful in the day of judgment. So if you want success, keep your relationship, inshallah, with your relatives good and better. Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.